Guy Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with my final Buckeyes regular season game preview video of the year, Week 13, rivalry week. You already know what's about to go down tomorrow at noon at the Big House, as we got a matchup of two undefeated teams as the 11-0 Buckeyes face off against that team up north, who also comes in at 11-0. The Buckeyes, of course, are ranked number 2 in the latest CFP poll, and the team up north is ranked number 3. So yeah, if the CFP, or the college football playoff, started tomorrow, we would have a game part 2. More, because the loser would go home for the rest of the season, whereas the winner would go on to the national championship. Speaking of national championships, it's funny about Wolverine fans. They're out here flexing championships from before colored TV. Like when they won those things, they were wearing leather helmets. In fact, the last time the team up north won a legit, undisputed national championship, Korean War hadn't even happened yet. Japan was still picking up the pieces from having 2 nukes dropped on their heads. 1948. And you thought Browns fans flexing 1964 was crazy. I mean, the thing is, Browns fans don't even flex that championship, right? Just happy to have rings in our freaking closet thing, you know? Just happy to have trophies in our trophy case. All right? Talking about Browns fans, of course. But Ohio State obviously has won 2 national championships this millennium. 2002 against arguably one of the greatest college football teams of all time, the U. And in fact, the way I see it, we kind of sent them in a tailspin. They haven't recovered since. And then, of course, in 2014, with a third-string quarterback, we went out and beat Alabama and Oregon. Yep, that was a fun time. That was actually the first CFP as well. Now, this year is the final 4-team CFP, right? Next year, I believe they go to 12. So how cool would it be if Ohio State won the first and last 4-team college football playoff national championship? Wouldn't that be cool? And then next year, we win the first 12-team college football playoff national championship. Be crazy, right? But yeah, you look at this overall series history. I know the team up north has beaten us 60 times, you know. They have the advantage 60-51. But look at when a lot of those wins came, right? It came from like the 1920s to the 1940s, 50s. In fact, we hadn't even beaten them in the early 1900s. The first time Ohio State beat the team up north was 1919. Isn't that crazy? I mean, God, freaking World War I was just wrapping up. Right? And then as you notice, if you go through the history, the tide starts to turn when Woody Hayes shows up. We started beating them more often, right? And then Bo shows up for them, and the tide turns towards their favor, right? You know, they start beating us a little bit more. And then old Trestle Boy shows up. And again, things change in our favor. And the way I see it, they still have only beaten us twice this millennium. Because let's be serious here. I know they did beat us the last 2 years. These last 2 wins are probably going to get vacated because, if you haven't heard by now, the team up north had to resort to cheating to actually beat us. Isn't that sad? You can't beat somebody, so you decide to cheat. Hope it was worth it. That's all I'm going to say, right? Being able to flex the last 2 years, only to find out that, oh, those aren't going to count because the NCAA is going to vacate those wins because you cheated. Yeah, you cheated. So what do you expect from this investigation? Well, obviously, vacated wins, of course, bowl ban, a hefty fine, probably scholarship reduction, And of course, most likely a suspension for Harbaugh, in which I would not be shocked if old Harbaugh decided to dip and head to the NFL. So we'll see what happens there. But all I'm going to say is, before I move on to talking about this game, enjoy your 1000th win now, Wolverines fans, because the way I see it, once the NCAA is done with their investigation, you're going to have to rework for that 1000th win. Because, like I said, wins from the last 2 years or so are going to get vacated. They're going to get wiped off the map. The NCAA is going to Thanos snap them. They're going to turn to dust. And all those accomplishments that you had, they don't mean a damn thing. Asterisks. Right? Look what the NCAA did to us in 2010. Now imagine what they're going to do to the team up north. Right? So with that being said, let's talk about this game, shall we? So we're going to start off with my 3 keys to victory. Yay! Key number 1, lock in from the start. From opening kickoff, I want these guys ready to beat their asses. Get revenge for the last 2 years, right? Snap the schneid. Right? Go out there and kick their faces in their house. Kick their door down, open their fridge, and eat their food, right? Yeah. Key number 2, we need big game Ryan Day to show up. I'm talking bowl game Ryan Day. We all know what that Ryan Day is, right? That Ryan Day is the one that would go out there and be a super tryhard, because that's what he does, right? He's the guy that would go out there and be super aggressive, right? We need that Ryan Day to show up tomorrow. We need it. Not this conservative Ryan Day. No, we need tryhard Ryan Day for sure. And then key number 3, get the lead and dominate. Simple enough, right? Simple enough. Okay? Moving on to my players to watch. On offense, I got Travion Henderson. If Travion can get going early, I like our chances. On defense, it's the whole freaking squad. Because the last 2 years, our defense has gotten cooked by the team up north, especially in the run game. Especially last year in the second half. We were doing really good, and then 2 big runs essentially ended the game. Yeah, we need the whole squad on defense to show out. Especially because our defenses look so good this year. They need to keep it going, you know? And then my game prediction. You already know who I got winning. 28-24 Buckeyes. I think this game will be very close. I think the Buckeyes take control, and I think they do score late to secure the win. So Buckeyes snap the 2-game losing streak to these losers, and we head to their Big Ten title game against Iowa, who just beat Nebraska, by the way. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Took me quite a few takes to actually do this video, because when I was talking about the whole, situation with the cheating, I wound up going on like 10-minute spiels and rants talking about it. And I didn't really want to do that. So had to cut down on my talk about their current situation with the cheating. By the way, did you guys know that the team up north cheated? It's tough, man. I mean, we were beating their asses so bad that they decided, screw it, let's cheat. Can't beat them straight up, so we gotta cheat. Yeah, really ruins the integrity of the game. Freaking hilarious, man. Wolverine fans were running their mouths over the last 2 years, only to find out those last 2 wins against us aren't even going to count in the long run, because, like I said, the NCAA is going to Thanos snap those 2 wins. In fact, the last 2 seasons. And there's going to be nothing. Not a damn thing. Those banners, asterisks, yep, they cheated. 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 Cheaters. Cheaters never prosper. Don't you know? But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll be live on the main channel tomorrow at noon for the game. And let's beat these guys' asses and let's go on to the Big Ten title game against Iowa. All right? With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buck and Crazy YouTube channel. Let's go Buckeyes. Beat the team up north. OH. I'm out. Bye-bye. Cheaters.